Se pensate che la storia e l'esperienza di un cantiere siano importanti, allora...
If you think that the history and the experience of a shipyard are important, then I want to remind you that 60 years ago, the Italian shipbuilder Fiart was the first in Europe to ever make a fiberglass boat. They are expanding their range with some new great models, but today I'd like to draw your attention on the smallest sample of the Seawalker range, the 35. This boat has been entirely designed by the shipyard's technical department, led by Massimo Simeoni. It is produced with the infusion method using vinyl ester resin. This type of boat is called a walk-around, and currently it is the most requested in the European market. And this deck model that shows a traditional layout stands out from the others for its habitability below deck. The double berth seems like one of the larger yachts thanks to the size of the mattress and for the layout. There are shelves at bed height and even higher, Alcantara coverings, drawers under the berth, long glass windows all around, and in the hallway the height is 195 centimetres. On one side there is a storage cabinet with a fridge, doors and drawers. On the opposite side, there is the bathroom with separate shower, and I'd like to remind you that we're on a 35-footer. Aft, there are two other berths with the ceiling placed at a height that allows you to sit on the beds. Along the sides, there are compartments for the wardrobe. Also, I believe that the stairs with the rounded edge steps are a nice touch. If on the one side the interiors allow just 4 people to stay overnight, on the outside the boat has been designed to enjoy the sea or the lake for as much as 10 people. The bow can be set up in 2 different ways. The living area with the table or a sun deck. There is also a sofa in front of the bridge house. The gunwale is very large and comfortable, also to sit on or jump on board from the quay. At the stern, the bulwarks recline on the water and allow you to enjoy the space and the pleasant sensation of sitting down and letting you gaze to look over without having any visual field limits. This is the common thread of the whole stern project. Even when lying on the sun deck, you are one with the sea. On this type of boat, many prefer stern-drive engines to have a large swimming platform, yet Fiart found a solution where you can have a nice swimming platform even with outboard engines. Additionally, the engines can also be lifted out of the water, and the swimming platform lowers under the water surface to hop on board easily. With this motorization, you have the advantage to store whatever you want in the aft locker. Under the T-top, the ever-present wet bar can be equipped with grill or hobs, sink and fridge. It is a very elegant and well-designed piece of furniture with a fixed handle and a hollow to open the top.
La postazione di pilotaggio è per 2 persone e anche il navigatore può usufruire della...
The Helm Station hosts 2 people and the co-pilot can also use the footrest. The seats are adjustable and I like that both the backrest and the seats are anatomical. I like the fact that the bridge recalls a vintage style with this curving, although the dashboard does show the aesthetic and functional modernity. The windshield is sporty and at the same time elegant because it hides its pillars under the glass and it has the same curves as the bridge house.
Questo Fiart 35 Seawalker è un natante, cioè è un...
This Fiart 35 Seawalker is a watercraft, which means it's approved with 10 meters according to CE regulations. However, now I want us to consider its real measurement. It is 11.5 meters long and 3.8 meters wide. It weighs 5.5 tons with no load, no liquids, and with no people on board.
senza liquidi, senza persone. In questo momento a bordo siamo in 3 e il serbatoio del carburante, che ha una capacità complessiva di 760 litri, è stato quasi...
Right now, there are 3 of us on board. The fuel tank, which has an overall capacity of 760 litres, is almost completely full, so we have 700 fuel litres at our disposal. Fiart probably thought we could have some fun. Well, we certainly will. But my point is that we have a lot of weight right now. And powering all this, there are 2 300 horsepower outboard engines.
In fondo però, pensate alla bellezza.
However, think about the beauty of this boat and what it's offering. I mean, we don't have to run fast, we have to enjoy it.
Poi, se proprio volete la...
Then, if you really want to go fast, keep in mind it could have up to 700 horsepower in total. Maybe with 2 outboards, with double counter-rotating propellers. You have even more thrust, especially in this phase. That is the ploughing mode. It is true that at just 11 knots it easily comes out of the water, but the engines are already at 3,000 RPM. We have an automatic trim control system with the interceptors, and we also have the possibility of changing the course angle and the trim of the outboards. That is, at this moment I'm keeping at the lowest position. The range of the ideal cruising speeds begins here at 15 knots, consuming 2 litres per mile or even a little less.
Un consumo bassissimo.
Considering the size of this boat, the fuel consumption is very low. It's going towards the sun. We are in the Ligurian coast. It's autumn and we're in front of Varese. Today is a wonderful day to navigate. 20 knots of speed, 2.3 litres per mile. It's a nice result. Now I'm off to find some wind and heading towards the open sea. And to do so, I veer a little. It's a very enjoyable toy with a remarkable skid angle. It makes me realise that this hull is deep, and if we pass through the waves, it cuts them without any impact, even though I was tilted, which means I cut through the wave with the hull plan and not the V bow. I like it because even here, with crosswind and beam sea, the stability of the route is fantastic. 25 knots and 2.4 litres per mile. At cruising speeds, it performs really well. The wind is coming from there. Let's go get it.
No, non sono un velista, ma voglio provarla, voglio capire cosa succede prendendo queste onde.
No, I'm not a sailor, but I want to try it. I want to see what happens by catching these waves at the bow. Take a look at the splashes. Yet not even a drop here on deck. In these conditions, the wind could get me wet, but no, it does not. I've assumed I don't have enough power to run, but is that really the case? I'm going for it, full throttle. If I give trim, it comes out of the water and the bow raises. Did you notice that the entire time I was driving comfortably seated? Maximum speed, 36 knots.
E quando terminate di navigare.
And when you finish cruising, you stop and enjoy all the spaces.